Hi, I'm Ray with Groove Entertainment Technologies, and today we're going to show you how to program a DIRECTV remote control to your TV. Now, the first thing we want to do is identify what remote control we have. And you can do this by looking at the remote model in the very top left corner of the remote. Okay, first we'll be talking about the RC70, 71, 72, and 73. Now this will work on all of those models. So now that we've properly identified the remote control, we can turn on the TV. If possible, turn down the volume on the TV so we're not interrupted or distracted by the sound. Now each brand of TV can have several different remote code options. If the first code does not work, we can move on and try the next. So our first step will be holding down the mute and select buttons together until the light flashes twice on the top of the remote. Now, if it does not blink green twice, we want to make sure we have the batteries inserted as well as inserted correctly. I'll type in the first number of the code, then wait about 2 seconds. After that first code, we'll type in the rest of the code. And then we'll try the volume, we'll try the power, and we'll see if we have any functionality. And if we've tried all these codes about twice, you can try to program a different remote. And if that does not work, the TV may not have a remote code that will work. All right, so now we'll be talking about the 70, 71, 72, and 73 models here. First step is always the same, holding down mute and select together till that light flashes twice on the top. And if it does not blink green twice, make sure we have fresh batteries in the remote, as well as these batteries are inserted correctly. So we'll type in the code. And then we'll try the remote volume button. We'll see if that code worked or not. If you've tried all these remote codes twice and you can try to program a different remote. If that does not work, the TV may not have a remote code that will work. Next, we'll talk about the RC65 and 66. First step is the same. We'll hold down mute and select until that light flashes twice on the top. If it does not blink green twice, we want to make sure we have fresh batteries in this remote, as well as inserted correctly. And we'll type in the entire code. And we'll try and see if the volume button works or not. If not, we'll try the next code. And if you've tried all these codes about twice, you can try to program a different remote. If that does not work, the TV may not have a remote code that will work. Next, we'll talk about the RC80. Now that we've properly identified this remote control, we'll be programming, let's turn on the TV. If possible, just turn down the volume on the TV so we're not distracted by the sound. Now, each brand of TV can have several different remote code options. So if the first code does not work, we can move on and we can try the next code. First process is always the same, mute and select. Hold those down until we get 2 flashes. And now if it does not flash green twice on the top of the remote, just want to make sure that we have fresh batteries in here and that they're inserted correctly. All right, first step is always the same. And we'll push our first number and wait about 2 seconds. Now, if this remote did not flash twice at the top, could be a little tricky. This RC80 remote can use two different methods. Now, the first method would be holding down the mute and select button until the remote blinks twice up at the top like before. But this time, we're going to enter the code as quick as we can. And we'll see if we can control the volume there. Now the trick is entering that code as quick as you can. Now try the remote volume button, see if that worked. If not, try another code, and so on and so forth. Now, if you've tried all the codes about twice, and you've tried both methods, you can try to program a different remote, and if that does not work, the TV may not have a remote code that will work. And that's it. You've now successfully programmed your DIRECTV remote to your TV. You can use the volume button, you'll use the power button, as well as the mute. Thanks so much for viewing our tutorial. And please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And always, if you need further support, please call us at 801-994-3642. You can also email us at support@getgroovin.com or send us a chat on our website.